In the distant future, Dune Part 1 unfolds. Duke Leto Atreides governs the planet Caladan, earning the unwavering loyalty and devotion of his people. Leto's reputation catches the attention of Emperor Shaddam, ruler of the known universe. The Emperor dispatches Leto and House Atreides to assume control of the desert planet Arrakis, wresting it from Baron Harkonnen. Arrakis' harsh and violent conditions conceal one of the most valuable resources in the entire universe: spice. This substance, beyond its psychotropic properties, is the linchpin for interstellar travel. Despite suspicions about the Emperor's motives, Leto accepts the position on Arrakis, aiming to form an alliance with the native Fremen. Leto's concerns are justified. The Emperor fears Leto's growing influence and collaborates with the displaced Baron and the Harkonnens to undermine House Atreides. Leto's son, Paul, trains as his heir and future successor. Paul receives guidance from Leto's trusted allies, including the skilled pilot and swordsman Duncan Idaho, the war master Gurney Halleck, a weapons expert, and the Dr. Wellington Yue. Thufir Hawat, a mentat with computer-like cognitive abilities, also mentors Paul. Lady Jessica, Leto's concubine and Paul's mother, belongs to the powerful sisterhood known as the Bene Gesserit. The Bene Gesserit possess superhuman abilities, including acute observation, lie detection, and the influential voice. Jessica's prophetic destiny involves giving birth to a daughter who will, in turn, bear a son, the Kwisatz Haderach. This messianic figure possesses clairvoyant abilities that could shape the universe's future for the better. Instead, Jessica gives birth to Paul. Consequently, the Bene Gesserit's Reverend Mother tests Paul to assess his worthiness, especially after he begins experiencing potentially prophetic dreams. Upon successfully passing the test, the Reverend Mother secretly approaches Baron Harkonnen, entreating him to spare the lives of both Paul and Jessica during his impending war against House Atreides. Upon their arrival on Arrakis, Duncan Idaho leads an expedition to establish contact with the Fremen. Duncan's mission proves fruitful. Leto forms an alliance with the Fremen's leader, Stilgar. Additionally, the planetologist Dr. Kynes assists in training Leto and Paul to navigate the perilous conditions of spice harvesting, including the formidable and lethal sandworms. In a covert move, Baron Harkonnen kidnaps the wife of Leto's trusted physician, Dr. Yue. In response, Yue betrays House Atreides by compromising the shields of their stronghold, allowing the Harkonnens and the Emperor's Sardaukar army to invade. During the assault on the unsuspecting soldiers of House Atreides, most of Leto's loyal men perish, including Gurney Halleck. Still harboring a vendetta against the Baron, Yue secretly provides Leto with a poison capsule to use against the villainous Harkonnen. The Baron kills Yue, and as Leto is captured, he releases the lethal toxin. This action results in the demise of both Leto and the Harkonnen mentat Peter, while critically injuring the Baron. With Arrakis once again under his control, the recovering Baron appoints his violent and ruthless nephew, the Beast Rabban, to oversee the planet and its spice production. Paul and Jessica fall into the clutches of the Harkonnens. During their desert transport, Jessica employs the Voice, a potent ability, to overpower and eliminate their captors. As they traverse the arid desert in search of safety, the pervasive spice triggers intense premonitions in Paul. He envisions a cosmic holy war that spans the entire universe. Duncan and Kynes eventually locate and rescue Paul and Jessica. Seeking refuge, the group takes shelter in an abandoned research facility. Kynes reveals that this facility was originally designed to rejuvenate Arrakis with greenery and life. However, the insatiable hunger for spice left the planet nearly uninhabitable. In a bid to avert a catastrophic, blood-soaked universal conflict, Paul confides in Duncan. His plan involves marrying one of the Emperor's daughters, a symbolic gesture of peace and loyalty. Their sanctuary is abruptly breached by the Sardaukar army. Duncan selflessly sacrifices himself, allowing Paul and Jessica to escape. Meanwhile, the mortally wounded Kynes summons a colossal sandworm to annihilate the malevolent soldiers. Mother and son find refuge within Stilgar's Fremen tribe. Here, Paul encounters Chani, Stilgar's daughter, whom he has been envisioning since his arrival on Arrakis. Freeman warrior Jameis harbors resentment towards Stilgar for admitting outsiders to their ranks. He challenges Paul to a lethal duel. Paul emerges victorious against Jameis, earning the respect of the Fremen. Driven by a desire to honor his father's legacy and establish enduring peace on Arrakis, Paul commits himself to the Fremen cause.